Otis does fries.
Stop it. Would you stop?
All the time, it's
What do you mean you don't have PS4s?
yeah, like, well,
It came out yesterday. What do you mean you don't have
yeah,
PS4s?
exactly.
I think I broke my ass.
What's up, guys? Jimmy from the Tony Almeida 24 here. I'm with my good buddy Anthony, and we thought we'd start a new little series here called Otis Does Pods. A little podcast we're gonna, try and get out weekly, maybe monthly, just depends, because Anthony goes to school away from me, so it's whenever we can get it out. But we hope you enjoy it. We'll be talking mostly video games, movies, stuff like that, pop culture stuff you'll enjoy. So we hope you tune in weekly. This week's episode is going to be all about Amiibos. Amiibos. And the golden Amiibo. We are right now sitting outside of a Walmart parking lot waiting in line to get a golden Mario Amiibo. And just the fact that we have to wait in line, the golden one is understandable because it is a limited edition. Okay. But one should not have to wait in line for a Little Mac, a Sonic. Those are common characters that should have been mass produced. And I understand also that there's a strike and all that stuff, but when it comes down to it, this is a marketing issue. This was a screw up by Nintendo for how this has been handled. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, first off, things that I want to say about Amiibos in general is like, if you guys don't know what Amiibos are, they probably aren't listening to the podcast, but they're basically just these cool figurines that work with Nintendo games. I bought one and I was hooked because they're so nice. The root of it all is that they're children's toys, but the people waiting in line here and the ones buying them all up are way older, like us.
And that's the biggest thing about it that pisses me off, because I work at a gaming store that I will not mention the name, press views and they get fired for saying stuff, so I will not mention where I work. It pisses me off seeing people coming in looking for these Amiibos that are 40 years old that I know that they have no intention of using. It's solely for the intention of buying it, taking a picture of it in their car, and put it on fucking eBay. There's little kids that come to the store all the time looking for, their favorite character that they play with in Smash Brothers that they can't get because A, resellers are assholes, and B, Nintendo can't get enough fucking product out.
And there's a lot of things to be said about Nintendo. Yeah, Nintendo dropped the ball real hard with some of these. But in their defense, they had no idea that these were going to sell, especially the Smash line. The Smash line came out, and like Wave 1 came out, and it had, the normal character, like the characters that everybody wants.
Your Links, your Marios, yeah.
Yeah, but it also had Wii Fit Trainer, it had Marth, and it had the Villager, who are now known as the Holy Trinity of Amiibo. And that's because they were the least selling. Nobody wanted those. And Nintendo was like, well, they're not selling. Why are we going to keep making more? Discontinued them right off the bat. And now they're going for about, anywhere from Wii Fit Trainer is about 30-something for a European one or a Japanese one. And even a Japanese Villager is $80, So, it's tough. It's tough to get these characters. Although Nintendo is doing a resupply. Like, they're going back to the presses, and they're making Villagers, they're making Captain Falcons, they're making Wii Fit Trainers, I think they're making Pits, too.
So the word is on that, like, I thought when I first heard this from Anthony that it would be like a second generation of it, but apparently the word is that these will be exactly like the other ones. You will not be able to tell the difference, so that way, because there's something in a collector, I'm a collector. There's a difference between a collector and a reseller, because there's obviously a lot of resellers and there's a lot of collectors, and there's a lot of collectors that do resell. But from a collector's standpoint, if I missed out on Captain Falcon and I want Captain Falcon, I wouldn't want a Captain Falcon that came out with a different package. Even though it's the same stance, I want that first wave Captain Falcon. Or whatever it was, second wave, obviously, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, there's a lot of people worried about, like, oh, will there be, like, some way of telling that it's a second printing, There are some people who heard that Marth is getting another another run in April. Maybe May. I can't. I think it actually is April. But basically, people were already selling them on eBay as like, oh, first edition Marth, it's even worth even more, which is silly because what actually happened with Marth is it was supposed to have a release window in November and December, but they only kept restocking until the end of November. They still have they still have all the stock that was supposed to be released in December, but they never did it. So what they're doing is they had those on reserve. Marths are coming out so that you can play Project Steam with them. And for those who don't know Project Steam, it's a steampunk strategy game by the same creators as Fire Emblem, and you can get bonuses with your Fire Emblem.
Is it Project or Codename Steam?
Or Codename
Steam.
Steam. Yeah, sorry, forgive me. I don't work at Game Cops.
With the whole stocking issue, we see this in the past with Nintendo, and I know you're kind of more giving them the benefit of the doubt, but from a retailer standpoint, somebody that works in retail, you get sick of it because you get people coming in thinking that it's my fault, or the employee of the store.
Have the Majora's Mask?
Yeah.
Why don't you have?
We get that all the time. All the time. It's
what do you mean you don't have PS4s?
Yeah,
it came out yesterday. What do you mean you don't have PS4s?
Exactly. Well, Battlefield Hardline came out 2 days ago. We didn't have any because they sold out immediately. And it's like people need to understand that it is not the person behind the counter's fault. It's the what's the word? The people that ship it, the vendors, stuff like that. Yeah. It's not our fault that we didn't get product. Mm-hmm. And we're not buying it up because we can't. Mm-hmm. And it's like it happened with the GameCube adapter. It happens with it's Nintendo.
Yeah.
Because Majora's Mask 3D, it's hard to find that, and that game just came out. Mm-hmm. Ocarina of Time 3D,
I can't find that now.
It's $60. Yeah. So it's like it's a game that retailed at $40, but because they printed so little of it, people are buying it now for $60. You can get a complete in-box copy sealed of that for $125 on eBay of a remake of an N64 game. That's because Nintendo does not release product, and they do not prepare. Because the GameCube adapter, it's the same thing. They went through a 6-month supply in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's their own fault. Because their 6-month supply does not account for what will actually sell.
Yeah, no. Oh man, my GameCube adapter story was so annoying. I went in, Smash was coming out the next day. I was like, is it too late to pre-order Smash here? I have it pre-ordered at a different store. But like, I'm not gonna be able to go get it. Can I pre-order here? They're like, yeah, you can pre-order here. Pre-ordered Smash the day before, went to go pick up the next day. But when I was there, I was like, I want the GameCube adapter. Do I have to pre-order that too? Like, can I pre-order it? He's like, oh no, you should be fine. We'll have plenty tomorrow. Get there, got my Smash. The dude tells me, oh, sorry, we haven't gotten our shipment of GameCube adapters yet, and it should be around 12. I'm like, I'm here at 10. I don't have time. I have class. And he was like, oh, well, don't worry. Like, we'll have some. Don't worry. I came back after school that day, all gone. They haven't even seen a shipment of another set.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The small ones in the city, because you live in the city, I live in the suburbs. The small stores in the city aren't getting as much as a suburb store that has more traffic. Mm-hmm. When they're gonna get something that's high value, they're gonna send it to a store in the suburbs just because it's gonna get moved faster.
Yeah, and it's weird because I go into that GameStop and they got plenty of games. They got plenty of things, but when it comes to Majora's Mask, when it comes to the new 3DS, when it comes to anything Nintendo, the only thing that on their Amiibo shelves is Peach. You got Diddy Kongs, you got Mario's, you got Links. Occasionally some Zeldas and Samuses. You don't see a lot in there. And I was going in there trying to get Wave 4. They didn't even see Wave 4 from what I heard. They saw
we don't have Wave 4 either at my store. We just don't have it. And that's the thing. We have a list to call people for when pre-orders come up. It's not even like a list of, do you want it? It's, we'll call you and you may get a chance to pre-order it. Like, it's ridiculous that it's come down to that. When it comes to a point where pre-orders are getting stopped, like, that's before the product's made. Or in this case, maybe not, but like, The pre-order is there to determine how much product you need.
Yeah.
That's what the pre-order is for. And if you have to stop pre-orders, that's an issue. That should be your sign there's not enough product.
Pre-orders should not sell out.
Yeah.
Like, bottom line. That doesn't make any sense.
And there's special cases, like when the Batman special edition came out. The one that I think it comes with like the Batmobile or something for Arkham Knight. Mm-hmm. That got announced in the morning. I think I was working at 10 a.m. By 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the company was calling the stores saying, stop pre-ordering this. Nobody can pre-order the special edition anymore. We have run out. We're losing like everything. We don't have anything left to sell anybody. Mm-hmm. And that's understandable because that's just a limited edition version of a game. That's like a $200 version of a game. There should be a limit on that. But a $20 GameCube adapter, a $12 figure, that's a plastic mold.
Yeah. Yep.
Why are you losing why can you not fulfill pre-orders on that? That's ridiculous.
Well, the Smash line was most of those figures were made probably last year. Like before the Amiibos were actually rolled out. So, yeah, I kind of understand why the first few are like that. And I'm kind of seeing now with the Super Mario Brothers line, there's plenty of stock of those. And I'm thinking what they did is they saw what happened with the Smash line, and they're like, you know what, we're gonna try and do our best to keep this. People getting what they want. Like there's supposedly plenty of everything except for Gold Mario. But something that I did that did concern me was I went in to go pre-order the new Majora's Mask 3DS because that looked cool. I was like, I want it. That thing the pre-orders were sold out in 15 minutes.
That's the thing. I woke up the morning it was announced, and my manager called me. He's like, hey, this is up. You should come in. That was before the store even opened. I get there. It was gone. I was there at 10:10. It was open for 10 minutes, and it was gone. Now, when a customer comes in and yells at me saying that I bought it, I'm the reason you can't get it because we hog it for ourselves, I get mad because I can't get this stuff either.
Yeah. And that's kind of stupid.
And that was 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, that's stupid because you're a customer too. Like, you want to buy the Nintendo products too. Like, you want to buy products too. That's dumb. Like, it's not like you're the first, you got first dibs.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like you dibsed it or something like that. No. That's stupid. Screw that. Screw it.
Oh man, on a lighter note, these are awesome. What Amiibos do you have so far?
You want me to list them?
I mean, maybe more. You could say common, and then more of the rare ones you have. Or?
I have every common except for Mario because Mario sucks. I hate Mario. I can go into
I had to talk this guy into buying Super Mario 3D World by letting him know you could play as Luigi.
Because Luigi's so much better than Mario. He's so... Never mind. We'll get into why I hate Mario.
That'll be a different episode.
Another episode or maybe later. But Mario sucks, blah, blah, blah. So I have all the comics except for Mario, especially since Mario's not going anywhere. He's the flagship character. Like, it's like you go to Disney World and like, oh, they're out of Mickeys? No, that's not going to happen. So...
no Mickey here.
Yeah, I have... And the only rare ones I have are Shulk and Captain Falcon. Shulk, I got really lucky though, because this dude was...
I like the story.
He was trying to sell it at $40. It was a $12 figure, but GameStop exclusive. Who knows when they're going to see more? Blah blah blah. Trying to sell it for $40, and his kid, like 3 years old. His kid was like 3 years old and opens up the box, but he just removed the bubble from the card stock. So it's not like he played with it or anything, but the dude sold it to me for $20 because...
Which is bullshit.
Yeah.
It's
open. Well, it's like, I open them anyway. I open my Amiibos. Free the Amiibos.
Yeah.
I open my Amiibos because I like playing with them. I like training them. I like, me and my friends have Amiibo cockfight tournaments. It's pretty great. But let me see. I think like the first one I got was Kirby. And
I remember that day.
And I looked at Kirby, and I pulled him out. As soon as I pulled him in the box, I looked at Kirby. turn around a little bit. I'm like, this is a really detailed Kirby.
Yeah.
Kirby's not that like
Yeah, and it's
detailed of
not
a character.
That's the thing. Like, it's if the character that's needs no like actual pretty much effort into making it is that detailed.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it looks fantastic. Then I got Link, and I was like, Link looks great. And you know, I was there, and George, he's like, oh, you should buy Fox. It's the last one we have. I'm so glad he said that because I saw one other Fox in store after that.
Yeah.
And Fox is going for like $30 now.
I still to this day am mad at myself because I went to Toys R Us one day and they were having a buy one get one half off, and I was like, you know, I need to save my money. I'll just get the one. I won't spend the extra $6. You know, even if it's only $6. I was like, what other character would I get? And there was like 10 Foxes there.
Yeah.
And I didn't pull the trigger. I just picked up Link and no Fox.
Yeah. You know, I was really happy I got Fox, and then after Fox, I can't even remember which one I got next, but I remember I got super lucky because I saw online somebody was like, oh, Captain Falcon and Pit are up on this one website. Pit was sold out, but Falcon was not. So I got Falcon at retail price. You know, free shipping too. So I was super happy about that. Now you can't even find Falcon for the life of you.
Yeah,
he's getting a reprint though, so that's good. I've also always loved F-Zero, so it was great having a Captain Falcon figure who looks awesome, by the way. He's like doing a cool kick and stuff. My first Amiibo hunting experience, though, like I had to go out and get it, was Mega Man and Sonic had been delayed a couple of days because, you know, whatever, Coast Strike or whatever. So I come home for the weekend and I'm looking on BestBuy.com, like see what's in stock. Our local Best Buy says that they got Mega Man, says they got Sonic in stock. It's after close, so I can't go and get them now. But I figured they'll be up in the morning. So me and my brother, we walk over there in the snow. We don't even care.
Yeah, it was a bad winter, and he trekked over there. It was
trekked
bad.
over there in gym shoes too. We didn't have boots. You know, buy Amiibos, no boots though. You know, so we get to the Best Buy, and I'm looking. I'm like, there's no Mega Man here. There's no Sonic. And I'm like, but they're in this store. And some guy comes up looking for him too. He's like, I'm looking for Sonic. And he tells me that he works at another Best Buy store, and he tells me this crazy shit. Basically, the reason he thought they weren't there was because people at his store and at other stores will hide them.
Yeah.
They don't have the money for them now, but they want them, so they'll hide them up in the shelves, up in the rafters and stuff, so that people can't get them, but they can get them later. And that's stealing. That's stealing from the company because you're not paying for it when somebody else could. It's different if you pay for it and put it on the side for yourself pick up later, but you've paid for it. Completely different than if you're not paying for it and you're hiding it in the store, which is what he thought was happening. And eventually this woman comes up and asks if we need any help, and we tell her like we're looking for the Mega Man Amiibos, and she goes back and she's like, I can't find them anywhere. And she goes back one more time, finds a box full. No, somebody comes out with a box full of them, and there was 5. I got one, my brother got one, a couple of people there got one, and then the dude's mad because he's like, where's the Sonics? You know, I didn't see the Sonics. And then the lady comes out again with some Sonics. I'm like, yo, dude, she's got Sonic. She's like, what are you doing with Sonic?
You want to come hit this?
Yeah, he comes grabs the Sonics. I wish I would have asked if they had some Meta Knights back there, because if they didn't know,
if they didn't know what they had,
they probably had some Meta Knights back there. I would not be surprised, and I want a Meta Knight. I need one.
My coworker makes fun of me because I lucked out with everything. I hated these things before they came out. I'm like, this is the stupidest idea. And what I did was I ended up pre-ordering only the ones that I liked because I liked the games. I'm a Punch-Out fan. I got Little Mac. I like playing as Little Mac, so I got Little Mac. Pre-ordered it. At the time, Sheik was kind of a rare one because of the issues, so I got Sheik because I love the Legend of Zelda games. Then the big one, though, is Villager. And I have to have a shout-out to my boy Corey. Check him out, the Frozen Pizza Podcast.
Yeah, he was one of the guys who got Mega Man and Sonic that day.
There you go. But shout out to him because just in passing, we saw each other at the mall, and I go, yeah, I've been looking for a villager. I can't get one. I was kind of down, and he's like, oh, that sucks, man. The other day, he's downstate, and not the other day, this was 4 months ago. He texts me, he goes, hey, Christmas came early. Let's meet up. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? He walks in the door. We meet up at a restaurant, drops it down in a wrapping. I'm like, okay, this is an amiibo. I open up. He got me a damn villager. So, like,
you know what he should have done? He should have had, like, a pelican deliver it to your mailbox. And, like, it's wrapped in white with red ribbon. That would have been nice. With a little letter that's like, was thinking of you, friend. Like,
in, like Starry Night paper. No, but Animal Crossing is if you know me, Animal Crossing that's my game. That's what I play always. But that was one of the coolest gifts I've ever gotten. But, that's my story. Those are the only ones I have, and they're all rare. So that's why my buddy was making fun of me. He's like, you have all these rare amiibos, and like, you have no comments. You got those on accident. They're accidentally rare.
So what amiibo do you have?
Right now I have, I do have some comments, because my original plan was Legend of Zelda ones, because my favorite series is The Legend of Zelda. I was going to get Link, I was going to get Toon Link, Zelda, Sheik, Ganondorf, and
I think that's it.
I think that's it, yeah.
This is a Tingle amiibo on the
Yeah, exactly. So that was the original plan, but then I started getting them all, and that's where I'm at. The only ones out of those I don't have yet is Ganondorf.
Yeah.
It's the only one that hasn't come out yet, and I swear if that's exclusive, I'm going to hit somebody because it'll be impossible to get.
Yeah, I don't know if it will be, but yeah. Ganondorf, I think he'll be fine to get, because he's one of those flagship series.
Yeah.
All the Zelda ones, all the Mario ones have been pretty good.
Toon Link for a while was that rare, but that was just because it was shipping error.
It was false rarity due to scalpers and shipping errors, But now you go into the store and Toon Link and Sheik are on the hooks.
Exactly.
Pretty consistently.
Except for Walmart. I gotta say, Walmart is the shittiest for...
Walmart's terrible with anything. Even my brother collects the Disney Infinity characters. Yeah. They had one character for like 3 months.
Yeah, you go into them and they're picked over, and I think I have a picture. If I can find it, I'll post it in the description. It's literally a picture of an amiibo set at a Walmart. It has a Zelda and a Peach. Empty. Everything.
Sexist.
Everything around it
Customers
is empty.
are sexist.
Exactly.
Walmart customers are sexist.
They don't want the girl characters.
They don't want the girl characters because they make them feel weird about their bodies.
Oh, God. That was our first episode of Otis Does Pods. I hope you join us again for the next episode, which will be on... I don't give a shit. It'll be on something fun. You'll learn more about me and Anthony. We just thought we'd do this quick one right now so you can get to know our thoughts and how this little process works when it comes to Amiibos. Anthony, do you have any final words?
It's Otis Does Pods, not Otis Does Pot. Just make sure that Otis does not do pot.
Because Otis would be doing the fries and then eating the fries.
Yeah, Otis probably does eat the fries. That's neither here nor there.
All right, guys. We hope to catch you next week, next month, whenever the next one comes up. We thank you for listening, and be sure to give Corey Lara over at the Frozen Pizza Podcast a listen, and you guys have a great night.
I think I broke my ass.